Okay, for this segment, we're going to be setting up a simple SIG with the intention of basically combining a couple stations together to get an ERC value for the Y fuel model. So we've already done a bunch of work in the FDOP and figuring out the right stations, the fuel models and whatnot. We've put the fuel models into the station catalog and recalculated. Now we need to create a SIG so we can gather this information back out of the system. So a critical first step is to review your station catalog to make sure you know which priority slot the values you're looking for are in. So I'm in the ESTA screen already. I'm looking for I already have one of my stations looking for ERC for the Y model. As I go down here, I note that the Y model here, ERC, EC is in priority 7, so P7. That will come in important later. You'll thank me for this later. So that's for 0401. When I go back and do the other station in our SIG here, I do find. I find out that the ERC for the Y model in this particular station is in the 8 slot. Now, again, this will become important later as we're going to tell WIMS where to look to average values together to give us operational decision support. So I've got both those figured out. Now I'm going to go to the main menu and set up a new SIG using the NSIG fast path. I'll call it N16 test. And we'll set this up. Oh, good. How convenient that it pops in there for me. Those are my 2 stations I'm going to be using for this SIG. We'll save that. It'll come back green, tell us the name of the stations. Hopefully those are the correct names. We'll be good to go. The next thing we're going to need to do is tell the system here how and where to look for information to average it together when it goes to pull and draw data from the system. So the fastpath command is EAVG, edit average. It's going to ask for the name of my SIG I just created. Hit display, and notice how it pops up. So remember what I said before. It's common to keep the weighting factors the same for all the stations. There's not been many times in practice when we've done this significantly differently. It doesn't mean it can't be done, but we tend to keep these the same. So for one of the stations here, I knew that the ERCY was in the 8 slot. And for my other station there, I know it was in the 7 slot. And see, that's kind of weird because it doesn't tell you what's what. One of these is kicking out a burning index value, one's an ERC. That's why I had to check. This gets a little complicated. So everything looks like it lines up. We will hit save. And now we have set up a SIG so that we're ready to pull ERCY values for this with one command. The values be averaged together. So it'd be a station SIG average value that'd be used to represent the fire danger rating area that the SIG represents. Stay tuned for the next step.